All right.
And then Mercer Keel donated $25. Chris said, thank you for hyping up Benadeel. Square Enix makes FFXI Remastered and level 75 cap servers. Bro, I've reached out to them, or I've reached out to someone who's going to be in contact with those guys. I will give you guys a definitive answer on that, hopefully in the next couple of weeks.
What? 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 Yeah. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Hey everybody, good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time you're watching it. I'm Mercer Kill, and I'm coming back at you with today's video and topic. What the heck, Ninja? What is going on? So, I can tell you that for me it's morning time. I'm just getting up, I've got my coffee, pardon me just a second. Getting myself into the groove. Getting the voice warmed up, and I really want to talk about this, okay? So, this happened a couple days ago, and I was watching his stream, and I was really impressed by, just taken back with what he's been doing, for the community. I mean, he's getting people, young people that are not aware of this game at all, and getting people involved and aware. I mean, it's obvious with the influx of new people into the game, the private servers, all this, like, oh my gosh, here's this, thing that they have, this classic game that they haven't heard of, and yes, it looks dated and stuff like that, but they're getting into it and they're excited, so I was like, man, good on you, I don't mind throwing them $25, and it's not like, what the kids call it now, flexing, it's not like I'm trying to do that and everything, I'm just supporting the guy in his stream, like, dude, this is something I hold dear to my life. I don't make money off my channel at all. I don't have a big enough subscriber base or anything like that. But it's, I make these videos because it's dear to me. I enjoy 11. And if someone else who, is doing that and he's influencing a lot of people, yeah, I'm going to show him my support. So kick him the $25. And this is what I said. I said, dude, just thank you for hyping up Vanadil. It's really awesome, and I wish that SC would make a remastered Final Fantasy 11 and bring us level 75 classic servers. And with what he said, that just blew me away. I mean, what? He's in contact with SE? I mean, he's like, yeah, I've talked to people, or I've had people talk to people, and I don't know what that is, I'm guessing he has an agent or something like that, because he brings in a good amount of money for what he does. I mean, don't be fooled. I mean, Ninja makes some cash. He rolls, okay? So, very well possible that he has an agent with what he does. But does he have the influence to do this? I mean, yes, he has a huge amount of viewers and everything like that. I mean, like I've stated before, he has got more viewers than we have players on the live servers. All the servers combined, he has more viewers than that. So, but I mean, SE isn't just going to go off the whim like, okay, let's fire it up, because there's a lot of things that's going to have to happen. And, I mean, we can sit there and we can look back at WoW and look at how long it's taken them to get their classic server up. But I don't know how long it took other games. Was it EverQuest also has classic servers up and stuff like that, and how long it's taken them. So it may take a good minute, but it also makes me wonder why are we having this fan fest for Final Fantasy 11? I did some research looking in on it, and we haven't had a fan fest for 11 since 2010, I believe. I could be wrong about this, but I was looking back, doing my freaking... I asked Professor Google and did my research there, and yeah, I didn't see anything on FanFest until 2010, I think it was. And so here we are 8 years later, and the game is getting a new fan fest. Now, one could say, okay, what it is they're going to finally drop the news about Final Fantasy XI Mobile. Which, I am... Ooh, yeah, good thing I looked up. I mean, not that a UFO would be dangerous right now. But, man, not that I wouldn't be happy to have... I'm skeptical. I'm super skeptical of the mobile platform. It is just... the things that I've heard about the people that is manufacturing it, that's what, SE is, pawned it off on this other company to manufacture it. And I've read things and people are saying like they're out for money grabs and they don't develop good thing. And then the stuff that I've read here about the Diablo mobile and how not so great that is. Oh, buddy, I don't think you wanted to do this. You know what? You know who you're messing with? I don't think you know who you're messing with. He doesn't know. Why do they auto attack this guy? Do dolphins start attacking you when you attack sharks? I can't remember.
You guys just can't.
So, anyways, I don't even know where I was walking. Where am I? Oh, okay. Go head. Head what way? This way. Oh, there we go. That's the opening. Alright, so, yeah. How should they do it? How should they bring Final Fantasy XI into the fold? Or not, that's not what we're talking about. We were talking about mobile. Okay, so yeah, they're going to be probably talking about the launch of it. Okay, and yeah, great. Cool. I'm not optimistic. I'm worried about it. The pictures, they're screenshots, yes, but they look amazing. And to me, like, you can tell, like, on some of them, that they are straight up a front. I'll pull up some pictures and just show you that it's just an overlay graphics showing that it's on a mobile platform. These buttons aren't really in place. They're doing nothing, all right? But you can tell that the pictures, the renders in the background, that they're doing something. I mean, the game looks amazing. It's you can tell that it's a remastered version. And yeah, this could play on some phones. It's not going to be able to play across the board on all phones, so you're just going to have to turn down the graphics to freaking bad. And I've talked with people about this on the forums and stuff like that, and in Reddit. And yeah, phones are great, and they can do a lot nowadays, but if they were so... Why can't I just port Final Fantasy XI right now over to a phone? There has to be some type of way to do that. But, I mean, granted, you'd have to have play online to launch it, and it's just terrible. Oh my gosh. So anyways, what if they did a remastered? Could they do that? I mean, yes, they could. They could do it in its current state. It would be very difficult to do in its current state because the game is based off of PlayStation 2 Architect. It's based off of the coding system for the PlayStation 2. And that's a big reason why it doesn't have a graphics engine update or anything like that. They've stretched this as far as they can, really, because of they locked themselves into a bad idea. SE recognizes it. And that's why 14 looks the way it does, and it's way more easy to upgrade 14 and to make changes to the game. And I mean, that's a big reason why we were locked into why our inventory was limited so much in the past, because they just didn't have the space that was allocated to them that they could utilize because of PlayStation 2. So now that we've ditched that, or if we could ditch that, if they could remaster, let's keep all the exact same content, remaster, and that way we have an engine that can be updated. It looks better. It makes it more, I mean, you're giving a rebirth to the game. That would be awesome. You're getting people excited. New players that expect kind of those graphic sets and everything like that are now going to be like looking at it and be like, oh man, this looks good. I like this. You have your returning players that get all excited, like, dude, yeah, this looks great, but it's still in the classic era that we want and everything like that. That would be fantastic. I don't think it would be too far of a stretch for them to do, coding wise. There's certain things, elements that they'll be able to bring over from 14 and stuff like that. Use that particular same engine they already have in place. You're just doing like a graphics overlay or something. I don't know. I'm not a tech guy and everything like that. I know it's way more involved than that, and it's going to cost lots of money. But SE's made a lot of money off 11, and I think it still has tons of miles. I mean, and right now, nostalgia freaking sells across the board. You look at an automotive manufacturers, nostalgia selling with the Mustang and the Camaro and the Dodge Challenger and Charger, and how cars look, nostalgia selling. You look at other things, and even in the gaming industry, it's the same thing, nostalgia selling. The NES emulator that they came out with, the Super Nintendo emulator, PlayStation's supposed to be coming out with a new mini thing. I mean, all these things, they're coming out with these classic games, and it's happening across on the board on MMO RPGs, where you have EverQuest and WoW are doing it, and other places, I don't know if other places, I know that those two are doing it, okay? And it's, people desire this. The industry has gone to junk because of how easy it is to play an MMO RPG now, and there's no reward. It is just disgusting. There's no staying power in a game. I remember, this is dating a little bit, but back in the day when Rift launched, and I was starting to play it, and I was kind of excited about the game. I was like, Rift, man, this looks good. The concept was really great and everything. And then I was playing in the beta, and I remember the developer saying something that, like, all of a sudden, like, it resonated with me in a bad way. And he said he didn't care how fast characters could grind from 1 to whatever the max level there was. It may have been 50 back when the game first launched. He's like, I don't care how long it takes characters to grind to level 50. It could be one day and they get to max level. That's fine. I'm okay with it. I want them to be able to get up and then get to the end game. And I was like, dude, how are you supposed to have any staying power if you make your game so short? I mean, that's a lot of time sink right there that you're just eliminating because you want people to get to the end game. And then with him saying that, the game just launched. The end game only had one raid to do. I mean, so you had one raid, you had PvP, and that was pretty much it. It was just an empty shell. Within a month of playing the game, I had like max raid gear and legendary weapons, and I was just, all right, now what? I'm just going back and doing the same dungeons, and I don't really need this junk. I could re-roll a new character, but it's terrible. So, and classic servers, let's talk about that for 11. What do we bring back? And this is what I'd like to see from SC. I would like it to go to a vote to the player base here. Let us be able to log on to 11 or Play Online website and vote. This is what we want. What expansion do we go up to? I mean, personally myself, I would be fine with Treasures of Algon or Wings of the Goddess, okay, before we hit level 75. At least Treasures I would like to go up to. That's when we got the two-hander update. It brought a lot of these jobs up in line with the other ones. It was like, it felt like the game was kind of at its pinnacle. Our player base was the highest, but it's, you would get, the community would get the voice on this one. I would play just Ziltar and the main game. I wish it would be more than that because that's really limiting on content, I mean, I feel like we need more content. Bringing in Permanthea and everything like that. That is way more content and everything like that, and we could. But You know, you want to be diverse. You want to have content. You want to have staying power. But anyways, that would be the community videos. Other thing, should we bring some of the quality of life that they've brought to the game back with it? Okay, the whole teleport system. I would be okay with that. There is stuff about 11 from back in the day that I really didn't like. Getting around. Yes, it made you involved in the game and everything like that, but it also was too much of a time sink, it felt like. I mean, your more casual player was not able to play it so much because of this. If you only had, like, say you got off work and you only had an hour to grind on the game, or even 30 minutes to grind on the game, you could well spend that time just getting to your location that you had to go to do anything. So the whole teleporting thing, I think would be really good to have. I mean, very nice to be able to maybe just do the crystals or increase or keep the movement speed increases that they've done, stuff like that. The trust, I don't know. Maybe we could do the trust, but they need to cut the experience gains that you get off trust significantly. I mean, at least 50% or more EXP cuts that you would get from grinding with them. That way people can grind if there's, you know, you're limited in the parties you can't get made. But the EXP you would get from being in a party would just far outweigh, you know, why you would want to grind with trust, unless you're just kind of wanting to do a solo thing. I mean, a big aspect of this game was forcing you to play with the other players, but I don't want to see people doing what they did back in the day, where you're sitting around waiting in Juno or Whitegate forever to get a party. You know, that's not good. That's not good at all. That drives people away, just having to wait that long. I mean, a lot of people are told, hey, go make your own party, and it's a good skill to do, and people should do that, but not everyone is going to go do that. So anyways, let me know what your thoughts are. How do you believe that there's any weight behind us with what Ninja's saying? Do you feel like there's a reason to bring back level 75 server or to remaster the game? Do you feel like, how should it be implemented? I mean, what do you think it should be done? These are the questions I have. I imagine these are the questions you guys got. Let's speculate on this. Let's talk on this. I want to make a couple more videos about this. You know, let's really kind of gear roll and think what's going to happen here. I mean, I'm going to base my next videos off the comments that you guys give me and what you spout and think, you know. And yeah, let's go from there. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching the video, hanging out, and getting involved with the channel, you know, in the comments I've had. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.